Well, hello again, KCIW listeners, and welcome to Curry Café. I'm volunteer Rick McNamer. Every Sunday from 3 to 4, your host, Ray Gary, and I put together a panel of guests to discuss various topics of interest that impact our wonderful community. Listeners can participate by texting questions or comments to 541-661-4098. Again, that's 541-661-4098. And before I turn it over to Ray, let's remember to honor Mr. Martin Luther King Jr. tomorrow. Martin Luther King birthday tomorrow. Okay, here's Ray to tell us about today's show.
Okay, before I talk about today's show, I have a very exciting message to put out that we have once again acquired a new supply of the KCIW T-shirts. Now, I know you've seen them out there, and you're wondering, where can I get one? We've been out for a while, and now they're back again. So this is a limited edition, wonderful KCIW T-shirt. Be the first on your block to pick one up. We are here from 2 to 4 on Wednesdays?
Every Wednesday,
yeah.
You bet.
Either that, maybe if you can grab a hold of a volunteer, they'll get you one.
Oh, we'll open the doors for that.
Yes.
You bet.
And they're cheap. They're $20. I mean, this is a good quality T-shirt made here locally, and
yes,
you can wear it proudly.
From Pithitude.
Yes.
All right.
So now I will allow our guest to introduce herself, and I guess she'll talk about why she thinks she's supposed to be here.
Oh, no pressure, Jill.
Thank you. My name is Jill Velde, and I am the Dean of the Curry Campus, Southwestern Oregon Community College. And I think I'm here just to kind of talk about college and other things. But I am so excited to be at the college. I am such an advocate of community colleges, started my education journey at a community college. And what I really like about the colleges is that they have an open door and equal access policy, which means there are no gateways to let certain people in and keep certain people out. And I think that's really the hallmark of a community college.
You bet. You bet. And what community college were you at, Jill?
Big Bend Community College in Moses Lake, Washington.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And then how long, so you came here how long ago?
Let's see, it's like 3.5 years.
Okay.
And do you claim you inherited a horrible mess? No, most people who take over something say, my goodness, how'd that person be here so long? But no, you didn't. I know your person.
Yeah, we talked a little before the show. You have a pretty good crew that you work with, staff, I should say.
That is correct. So what I inherited was the aftermath of COVID. So during COVID, everybody was online. So I had a lot of hiring to do to bring back in-person classes. So I did that pretty much for the first 9 months or so. But my staff, John, Alita, Val, and Michael, are just dynamic. And I couldn't do my job without them.
Wow.
Yeah. And everyone who comes to our campus comments on how wonderful the staff are.
That's wonderful. Now, I've been here a little over 7 years, and I hadn't been to the SWAT campus. My first one was, we talked about it, that gentleman, Kyle, who came down and did the presentation about the otters, one of my absolute favorite creatures. Just a wonderful presentation. And I had never even been on that campus until then. That was, a year ago? I'm trying to guess.
Yeah, about a year ago, yeah.
But I drive in there, this little, can hardly see the entrance. It's a little better now, you were saying. They got more signage. But what a beautiful little setting.
It is.
And it matches the beautiful area where we live.
It does, yes.
Yeah.
I'm very blessed.
I'm sorry.
I was just going to say I'm very blessed to drive to work every day and see the ocean and get to work in a beautiful building with a gorgeous view of the ocean and the forest.
Yeah. Magnificent.
And I guess we'll talk more about it later, but they have those presentations like the one you went to pretty frequently. Well, it's like once a
Yeah.
month or so, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it once a month, Jill?
Yeah, it's they're Friends of Curry Campus, so it's a kind of a little nonprofit that puts on and organizes just guest speakers, and it's the second Thursday of every month. We do take a few months off during the summer, and it's from 1 to 2. And coming up on, let's see, when is it? Our next one is February 12th, and we'll be talking about the tide pools of the Oregon coast. And then the one after that is March 12th, and we'll be talking about salmon restoration.
Boy, all great stuff. I'm just curious who will be this presenter or speaker about the tide pools?
Can we guess?
Well, we have a
Take a guess.
Bill Gorham.
Absolutely.
That is awesome. That is
Yes.
awesome.
Yes.
So how does one get on a list to make sure that we hear about each presentation that's coming up?
Well, there is a calendar on the SWAC website, and we do make a list of people who come. We have them sign in, and we get their email, and we send something out every month. Yeah, we
Okay.
send something out via email every month.
To the people who've been there. Maybe I didn't write down my.
Maybe you didn't.
I'm gonna have to do that differently.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No,
I've been to a couple.
we have the Redwoods was what we had just this last January, and it was a packed house. I think we had probably over 50 people. It was pretty much standing room only, and it was an amazing presentation.
Yeah, we were talking earlier. That's the one I wanted to come to, but I had to miss for other obligations. But oh well. Yeah, just wonderful stuff that you guys have there.
Yeah, it's really, that's one of the things about community college is the civic and the community part of it, and just really bringing information to the community that, you might not know about otherwise. And some of the other things that we have, in addition to the Friends of Curry Campus, are we call them watch parties. So these are lecture series that happen usually on the Coos Bay campus in a big auditorium. So similar to Friends of Curry Campus. So they bring in speakers, or sometimes it's faculty, and they have one that's coming up January. Let's see. Sorry, I have all these dates in front of me.
So-
February 19th, there's going to be a watch party on pollinators at the coast. And so they'll have a live interactive session online, and they'll be streaming it, and then you can come to our campus where you can ask questions and be a part of it, or you can watch it at home on YouTube.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah, so that's another way that we're trying to bridge that distance between Coos Bay and Curry.
Yeah, and the main campus being in Coos Bay,
That's correct.
and then the only other outlet we talked about is right here in Brookings.
That is correct.
Okay. Pretty good, man. Right. So, I was going to ask, I know you serve all kinds, seniors and younger folks. Any special, like for veterans programs?
We do have a Veterans Center on the main campus, and we're looking at ways to try to get that going on the Curry campus. Right now, we have about 15 veterans, self-identified veterans, on our campus. And our veterans representative comes down every month or so and meets with them.
Oh, from
What
Coos-
what types of things do they have at the main campus for veterans?
Yeah, they just have they have a separate like lounge area where they can just get together and just interact with each other and talk about their experiences, or have potlucks, or help each other with homework. Just a place.
Clubhouse kind of thing.
Kind of, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Well, that's something both Ray and I could look into.
Oh, you guys
being-
both vets?
Both vets.
All right.
Yes.
Might be interesting.
Okay.
Coos Bay, though.
Coos Bay,
No.
yeah.
I thought,
No,
there's nothing here.
Not yet. We're looking at how we can do that, but I have a beautiful campus, but it's not as big as we'd like, and so it's difficult to dedicate one space
Sure.
for one thing. So we have all of our spaces are
okay.
multi-purpose. Yeah.
So is there any reason that couldn't be a multi-purpose? I mean, like a classroom,
Well,
one day a month or something, or
we could totally do that. Yeah, absolutely. That's a great idea.
Good for you, Ray.
yes, yes.
So, and how many actual classrooms are there within that facility? Because that's a small facility, beautiful but small. Jill's counting them up as I speak.
Now you screwed her all up. She's got to start from the beginning.
You can give us a rough estimate.
Well, I can't believe this isn't something that pops right off the top of your head.
Well,
How many classrooms did you have in the building? You know?
Well, we have like a nursing lab, a nursing classroom, a science lab, a science classroom, and then
Multiple.
we have like the big room 206, which has a lot of our other classes like math and writing and those kinds of things. So we have certain classrooms. So I think of them as what their purpose is, and I guess I just don't think about the numbers. But we also have a GED room. Then we have we have like a computer lab. And then we have the community ed wing, where we have 2 really great big huge rooms, and they can divide in half. And one we use as an art room and an exercise room, and the other one is used as kind of like a multi-purpose room. That's where we have the Friends of Curry Campus. We have some meals there, just like it has a kitchen attached to it, a commercial kitchen, so we can do all kinds of stuff in that room.
Wow. I'm going to have to come out to operate the equipment like we were taught. I'll have to come out and take that tour. That's really cool.
Yeah, it is.
You guys
cool.
have all
It is
kinds
cool.
of stuff out
Yeah.
there. Right on.
Do you want to share with everybody else what you're talking about? The
Well,
operating equipment?
okay, we can jump to that right now. When I was reviewing some of the stuff out there, I was surprised to see and amazed that they have training for people, men and women, of course, that might want to operate heavy equipment and do all of it in the construction trades. And being coming from the railroad industry, where we did a lot of track construction, that really interested me. And they have simulators, you said, out there, right?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, we have 2 simulators.
2 simulators.
You sit in.
Try to run a bulldozer or an excavator or whatever the case may be.
A logging truck, a loader, a forklift,
All right.
all kinds of, there's probably about 15 to 20 different types of equipment loaded on the simulators. And all the steering wheel and clutches and hand-operated things.
Hand lever, all of that.
Yeah, all of that stuff. Yeah. And a VR headset, so you're like in it 3D.
Like you feel you're operating.
Exactly. Yeah.
Boy, that's got to be, well, and it's not operating at, or there's no classes at this time.
No, it's on pause right now as we refresh the program and refresh the curriculum.
Okay.
But I would invite people to come down and respectfully try it out. And something we were talking about before we went on air is maybe having some of our employers who run heavy equipment maybe use it to screen some aptitude of people they're thinking about hiring.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be good to see if they...
Well, and I was invited to come down and give it a go, so...
Yeah, absolutely.
All the bragging might fall down like a big tower of Legos. I don't know. We'll see. It sounds fun, though, really. And I'm sure, God, there's so many people that would love to do that.
Absolutely. Yeah, I can't wait till we get our program back up and running.
That's great.
Do you have any other kind of vocab?
Well, technically, nursing is a vocational class.
Yeah.
We don't really think about that.
Become a nurse there?
You can, absolutely.
Okay.
The whole program, absolutely. Yeah.
Some of it, I assume, would be on the internet, some of the classes?
Well, we share, so nursing is really, our nursing program is the flagship program at the Curry campus, and we share classroom instruction over Zoom. So sometimes the instruction is coming from the Curry campus, and sometimes the instruction is coming from the Coos Bay campus. But we each have our own labs. So when they're in the lab, so we have a lab instructor, and so our students, the Curry students, have a lab, and they go up there and do whatever it is they do in the lab thing. Yeah. There's lots of really interesting, if you're ever interested, come in and take a look at our lab, because it is very, very, very nice lab with lots of different mannequins and things that I don't
Yeah.
know about. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, if you have a question or comment, the Dean of SWAC is here. You call, text in at 541-661-4098. And Jill, you've been either a dean or very familiar with all aspects of community colleges. And so how many have you, I would say, worked at? Probably a lot of those too.
Yeah, so my background is kind of interesting. So I've worked at community colleges. I've worked at Portland State University, managing grants, so federal grants for a particular school, and I've worked at a K-12 agency. So I've worked at all the different levels.
Of education.
Yeah, both like state level and then in the school level. And then I also work in workforce development. So when you talked about CTE or vocational, that's where the bulk of my focus is, and which gives me a different viewpoint of community colleges.
Pretty broad aspect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see. I think I've worked at at least 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you say Portland. So you in the city of Portland. Do you prefer? It's probably a no-brainer. Like working around a large city or a nice rural community like this?
I think I like rural. I grew up on a 105-acre dairy farm, so
Well,
I'm used to
pretty much
rural. Yes.
says that.
However, I did go to school in cities, so I get accustomed to where I live. Like when I worked in Portland, I lived in Vancouver. I rode the bus over and then took the Max to downtown. So it was kind of nice. I didn't have to deal with the traffic. But here, I have a 1.5 miles from my house to work, and I get to look at the ocean and the forest.
Can't
So
beat it.
yeah, you can't beat that.
can't beat
And
it.
I do think that I am more of a rural person.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, me too. Coming from the Sacramento area and coming to here is a total difference.
That 1.2 drive here is probably about average, I would think. In
Yeah, I
radio,
don't
they
have
talk
a
about
commute.
drive time, having certain shows on during drive time. We don't have any drive time. We might be able to get a PSA out during drive time.
Oh boy, no kidding. So, and also, you talked about more vocational. Do you have stuff like for people that want to get into is plumbing, electrical, basic construction? You had talked about some construction jobs that people could go there and train, educate.
So that's part of our heavy equipment operator. There's a small
It goes into that.
small
Yeah.
construction part of that, just really basic with measuring and cutting. My campus, or the Curry campus, is really challenged to offer those kinds of programs. So we're looking at like how can we partner with the high schools to utilize the space that they have for career and technical education programs.
A while back, somebody told me there was a great need for voc ed here, and then they told me. Anyway, people told me different things, and then when I went to them for help, they all ran away. But there's things like electricians and things like that. When I talk to the companies that own these things, oh yeah, and you need some help, get a hold of me. We'll help you put that together. And we just. I don't know. There are fields like electricians where you actually have to have a license. You think you can be a carpenter without one. Just if you can drive a nail, you can start out. But and then plumbers from the callbacks I get when I call electricians and plumbers, we are obviously in need of those.
Absolutely.
That's a big
If I
need
had
up
the
there.
room, we would do it tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I said, we have multi-purpose classrooms, and most of them are carpets and desks, and so it doesn't really lend itself to sawdust and plumbing and welding. Yeah, it doesn't. But hopefully in the next 5 to 10 years or something, it doesn't help right now. But and I know that the main campus is working on expanding their career and tech ed programs too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you're going to do things to help the community by training people to do needed jobs, maybe you could work on like cardiologists and neurologists. Oh, okay.
Well,
Extra classroom or two?
Cardiologist is a big lift.
Oh, okay.
It's a real big lift.
Big Ray
Big
overstepped
job
the
to
bounds.
find one, too.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the beauty of living in our rural community.
Yes, it's a good place if you're not sick.
Yes.
Well, and a big one coming up that we were talking about is the South Coast Writers Conference coming up.
That's correct.
Yeah.
We're very excited about that. So that is February 13 and 14. That's over the Valentine's Day holiday. And it's, let's say, I think this is going to be the 23rd or 24th annual Writers Conference. So we've been doing this for a while. The college has been doing this for a while in Curry County. We had about 9 years gap between the last one and this current one for a variety of reasons, and obviously COVID was one of those.
Being one, that's
Yeah, exactly. But we're really excited, and when I share this in community audiences, they're all excited about bringing the authors. So they're local Northwest authors, and they provide workshops on a range of things. So we have a graphic novelist, we have young adult, we have a songwriter, and so how to write songs. And then there's going to be a concert out in, what's that river between here and,
Chetco.
no, between here and Gold Beach. Oh, it just escaped me.
Well, not the Rogue.
No.
Pistol.
Pistols, thank you.
Hey, I got one. All right.
So sorry, it just
No, it's
escaped
okay.
me.
So-
But yeah,
What exactly does this consist of?
workshops.
Yeah.
So listening to, so we do have a keynote speaker who's going to do a kickoff, and her name is Miriam Gershaw, and she's going to talk about survival tips, stories, and the local news. So they're talking about different things. Like some are talking about self-publishing, and some are talking about humor, how to write with humor. Some are talking about nonfiction or mystery. And I think I mentioned graphic artist, graphic novels. So there's just a range of things. So Friday is like, we have 3 workshops going, and they're all-day workshops, like 9 to 4. And then on Saturday, we have 8 different workshops, and they're about 90 minutes each, with all of the different authors doing 2 different workshops. So you can have a chance to connect with somebody that you didn't get to the first round.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, and this is to register. Now, there's a cost for these.
There is a cost, yes.
Right.
Yes, we would love to make it free, but
Well, most
We're
of the stuff
nonprofit.
is, but once in a while, you
but it's really affordable compared to some of the other writing conferences in the area, and it's right here on the beach on a holiday, a holiday weekend. So we're hoping that people stay and do a few other things, and yeah.
And it's going on now to register.
That's
is
correct.
it already filling up?
It's starting to fill up. Yeah, it's starting to pick up. I think we've only really had the registration open for about a week, and so it's starting to pick up. And just go online, socc.edu/Curry, and it'll bring you to the Curry campus website. And there's a big red bar and it says, click here for more information about the conference. And our whole agenda is on there. The bios of our authors are on there. And then the workshops, and also registration is on there. We have a registration form on there. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, get it in soon if you want to participate.
Absolutely. We're very excited to be bringing this
You
back.
bet. Yeah. Yeah. And this is kind of a hotbed of artists and writers, I think, the people around here.
You know, I buy books that are written by people I know, and I think I have about 10 now from this area.
Yeah.
Books that people I know have
I
written.
have a couple myself. Right. Now, and also talking about women in business, wasn't that one of the not participants, but one of the things that you have going on.
Yeah, absolutely. So Women in Business is brought to us by CCD. So that's Coos, Curry, and Douglas. And they're an economic development organization. And they go to Coos, Curry, and Douglas counties, and they have these Women in Business meetings. So it's kind of what it says, women who have businesses getting together and sharing resources. They have usually like a little lesson, marketing, social marketing, budgeting, all kinds of different things. So they have experts come in and talk about that. And then we have a session that they lovingly call chocolate and peanut butter, because when somebody stands up and says, I need this, and somebody else says, oh, I have that. And so that's chocolate and peanut butter getting together.
Puts it together nicely.
Yeah. So our next one is January 28th. It's a Wednesday evening from 5 to 7:30, and it is at the Curry campus.
Okay.
Yeah. And we do kind of go to different businesses and different locations throughout Curry County, but a lot of times we have it at the Curry campus just because we have the equipment and things like that they need for presentations.
Okay. Well, one of these days, maybe we'll get to start getting people interested in radio again, have some radio thing out there.
I would love that. I've been asked several times, and I would absolutely love to have that, but it just sometimes takes a while to get it off the ground.
Well, yeah.
At one time, I guess prior to your joining the college, we were exploring the idea of actually moving our studio out there.
Nice.
And unfortunately, the location is not what it could be because it has to come around the mountain and everything. So, but the facilities there were wonderful.
Oh, man. Yeah, for sure. Just being out there is pleasant. And then, well, and of course, back to the businesses, not just women in business. There's a lot of business communities in here that have a lot of dealings with SWAC, I'm assuming, here in town?
Say more about that. I'm not quite sure.
I mean, that have ideas and stuff that they would work with SWAC to get more people maybe involved in their business. But Jill's giving me the different eye, like that might not be happening.
Yeah.
Well,
We're both looking at you. What are you talking about?
Okay, well,
Come on, man.
Well, we do partner, there's the Wild Rivers Film Festival.
well, that
They have
huge.
their film school, so they have
Right.
I call it a film school.
Yes,
yeah.
it is a film
A
school.
film school for, I would say, junior high, middle school and junior
Yes.
high school kids.
Yeah.
It's about a week to 10 days, I think.
It was a
during
big deal.
during June, and they learn how to
Do everything involved.
exactly run the camera, run the sound, and make props.
Edit,
Yeah.
act.
Absolutely, and it is really cool to see those.
Right.
To see
we
those youth.
we see
come
the
alive.
fruits of the labor at the festival. I mean,
Absolutely, yeah, and so that happens every June. So that's a partnership that we have.
Okay.
Yeah. Trying to think of other partnerships. Something that we're going to have, something that we're bringing in, let's see, what is that? Hold on. That's coming in April. We have a artist in residence. So it's a Portland visual artist, and he is going to be teaching 2 painting classes at SWAC in April. And those essentially are free, but there is a $30 cost for materials. Yeah, but it's the first time that SWAC has had an artist in residence, and he has been working with the community up in Coos Bay and teaching classes up there to the community. And so he's going to be coming down here in April, and it's going to be on Saturday. So hopefully we can get a lot of people to come, and I'll be there so I could take a class. And I'm really looking forward to that.
So if you're sitting at home right now wondering how you can jump into this lively conversation, you can text us at 541-661-4098. Operators are standing by.
And I'm here, ready to go. Now, another need here in town, but I know this isn't even possible. We have a huge veterinary need in this town. But boy, would it be nice to get something going there. But that's a whole nother thing. That's a whole probably different college. There's no college courses for that, is there?
No, there's no junior college course to
junior
become a
college
veterinarian.
course.
You know,
Or even, I don't know, anything associated with it. It's a tough gig here in town because I've had a few pets. I don't have one now, but yeah.
it is a tough gig, and there's a huge need here for all kinds of these classes, and I really appreciate you mentioning them because I was at a workshop somewhere and someone said if you put it out there, then it has the opportunity to start manifesting.
If you build it, they will come.
Yes, so you're manifesting all of these needs that we have for Curry, and I'm really excited about that. So I'm going to focus on that and the opportunities that are available. There are some online courses that are not credit bearing, but just sort of like a vet assistant kind of thing.
I would say like a vet tech.
Yeah, and then you can partner, like we could partner with one of the local veterinarians for them to do their hands-on part. I haven't actually explored that with the veterinarians yet, but that is something we could do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm looking for ways, we have our credit programs down, and I'm looking for ways to work on workforce development. So like a veterinarian tech or, a veterinarian assistant, and just different ways to offer classes that maybe aren't credit bearing, but could be like if somebody got a certificate from this Ed2Go. This is a program that we subscribe to that they can access online curriculum. And if they wanted to get their certificate and then work for a little bit, and then if they wanted to go further, they could do something called credit for prior learning, where they could take a test and turn some of that learning into credit and then start building onto a degree that way. So there's like lots of different ways to put things together, to put education and training together than just sitting in a classroom for 3 months at a time for 2 years to get a degree. Yeah, that doesn't work for everybody. I'm a real hands-on person. And
that's a big thing about the SWAC, I think, is, you can kind of come, I shouldn't say come in at your leisure, but there are programs where you don't have to come in all the time. And some people have a whole different schedule.
that is correct, especially
And
here.
you can work with that here.
Yeah, especially in our students here at the Curry campus are usually midlife career changers, juggling families and jobs and other responsibilities. So when we have the online classes, that really helps them. I will always say that you benefit more from being in person and kind of building a cohort with your fellow students and helping each other study. There's a lot to be gained by that, but you can still manage some of that online as well.
Okay. So can you actually take a class that you wouldn't have to come into the campus at all?
I think we have whole programs that you can access completely online.
Okay. And jump back to the GED again. Probably there's a lot of adults out there, I'm sure, that want to complete that's high school education. Is that right?
Yes.
The GED?
Yeah, general education, yeah.
Or general education.
Yeah.
Okay. And, whether they're 30, 40, or even over, just want to complete that part.
Absolutely. So the GED program has changed considerably. I mean, the way that we offer it, not the program itself. So we have instruction that comes from the main campus, and students can come into the Curry campus and access that instruction. So live instruction, or they can access that live instruction from home, or they can call in another time and access the lesson without, not live, so access it on their own. So there's lots of different ways for students to access that information. But we do have somebody who's on our campus 5 days a week and just there to help students with their GED homework.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. And the cost of that?
That is free. Our GED instruction is free, and some schools do charge, but but SWAC does not. That's free.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's something that should be free.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then, so in my old days, I graduated high school in 1970, but you went from, I was going to ask how many students from, let's say, Brookings High go right in from after they graduate to starting class at SWAC.
I don't actually have a number for
Well, okay, let me say.
but a lot of them, so it's interesting because students who are coming from a small town, sometimes they really want to just get away from their family in a small town, so they
Right.
look for the farthest away they can go. And some are really interested and go to the main campus because we have a lot more.
At Coos Bay.
Yeah, exactly. We have a lot more hardy programs there for them to choose.
Okay.
But some want a transfer degree, and so they can do that from our campus. They can work on those courses that transfer to a university.
Okay. And if you do a 2-year, I'm guessing a 2-year complete course at SWAC, there's a degree. What kind of degree would you get from that?
Well, it depends on what you're.
Well, I'm thinking like Bachelor of Arts.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry.
Bachelor's a 4-year.
Oh, see, I'm out of the college then, too.
It's an associate degree, but we have an associate transfer. We have associate of business. We have lots of different types of associate degrees.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, it's been a while for me. I only went for 2 months, so I couldn't count that as part of my education.
But I wanted to just, while we're talking about the education, just take a moment and plug our the SWAC Foundation, because we have a lot of students who receive scholarships through the SWAC Foundation, so they're able to continue their studies. And I also wanted to thank our SWAC Foundation because just this last year, I think it was last July, we received a permanent sign. So campus has been around for 13 years, the Lone Ranch campus, and we just received a permanent sign on Highway 101. And then another sign from Lone Ranch into our parking lot, and that was made available to us through the SWAC Foundation. And that just happened to coincide with 30 years that SWAC has been providing education of some sort in Curry County.
Now, and when did the sign go up?
The sign went up in June or July.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We actually did a ribbon cutting, even though we've been open actually, SWAC has been open for 30 years, but that campus has been open for 13, but we did a ribbon cutting anyways because we were very excited to get our sign.
All right, yeah.
Now, if you're anything like me, last time I mentioned the phone number, you wrote it down, and you put it on your desk someplace, and you haven't a clue where it is. So we're going to give you another opportunity to write this number down, 541-661-4098, and you can text us and ask any questions you want.
Of course.
Concerning anything.
To ask the dean, Jill.
Or anything else.
Any comment.
We'll just lie and make up an answer if we don't know what it really is.
Well, Jill, I know you had a bunch more stuff that you wanted to discuss and talk about, like events coming up. So...
Yeah, so we have a new partnership with Beacon Broadband and Coos Curry Electric, and it's their Connected Seniors program. So they've been operating this program, and they came to SWAC to be a partner with it, and so we're going to be doing the administration of that program. And that program makes available basic technology instruction for senior citizens at no cost. So basically we have a set of laptops, and they come in and they learn about, how to navigate, how to create a file, how to do email, how to have a telehealth appointment with their doctor, all kinds of things, how to avoid phishing, what to look for with phishing scams. And so just kind of getting them up to speed with technology. A lot of them haven't ever, maneuvered much with a computer, and it really addresses the social isolation piece that seniors who are not mobile can experience in a rural community like this. We're super excited to be a partner with Coos Curry and Beacon Broadband. And we're kicking off it's an 8-week program, 1 hour a week, and we're kicking off the Brookings one February 18th. And the Port Orford one will be kicking off April 3rd. So they're both 8-week programs, an hour a week. And it's a partnership with also high schools, local high schools. So the high school students are mentors, and they work with the seniors to help them navigate technology.
Well, that is right up my alley because I have nothing but trouble now. And that's got to be, I'm surprised it's the classes, there's even members left to do that. But how does one sign up for that again? Because I'm going to try to do that because I have issues myself with my computer all the time.
Yeah, so the sign up is through the Curry campus only. And I can give you our phone number because...
Yeah, please.
Yeah, it's 541-813-1667.
Okay.
And that's for both the Port Orford and the Brookings classes.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, and is that a class that we have to go to SWAC to participate, or is that also online?
No.
Like a senior that can't get online.
If you get it online, you wouldn't need the class.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so I think you answered your own question.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
good.
You come to SWAC.
That's,
and yeah. And so they've been running the class for a couple of times in Gold Beach and with the Gold Beach high school students, and they have had such rich relationships, intergenerational relationships, and just learning from each other, and the high school students today learning what things were like when their senior was their age. And
Right.
yeah, and it's just, it's been a really beautiful program to watch unfold.
I bet. And then to hear all of us old folks sometimes complain about the younger generation, then we go there, please help us because we don't know what we're doing.
They've been bugging me to get into this medical records thing for a while. Every time I go to the doctor, oh, you're not a member?
Oh, I know.
Because I always got to some point where they asked a question that I had no idea what the answer was. So the other day I got somebody to help me. We're all fixed up. And we went to check on something, and that's in that file. I had no idea how to get into it again.
I still
They
don't
wanted
know
something that we didn't have.
Right.
Yeah, so you get your lab results,
Yeah.
you can make appointments, you can, of
Yeah.
course, pay your bills.
The hour or so
That's
that
on
we
the
did
top
have
of the
it,
list.
Yeah.
That was wonderful.
But it's really, and then they have telehealth where you can actually
Yeah.
have an appointment on,
Right.
I say Zoom, but video appointment with your doctor, without having to go in. I mean, obviously there's some things you have to be in person
Of course,
for.
yeah.
But,
Some things you might not want to be there for.
Or just asking questions about an upcoming procedure or something like that.
absolutely, yeah. So that's, we're really excited to be a partner with
Well,
them.
and it's kind of cool that you said that the young people are there to help the seniors out.
Correct, yeah. Yeah, they're mentors.
That's great, man.
Yeah, they're the mentors. And yeah, it's been really neat to watch that unfold.
Yeah.
So something else we have coming up in March is Pi Day. This will be our second time celebrating Pi Day, and that's pi, the mathematical symbol.
Oh, I was going to say I was salivating, and I can do that.
All right.
So
you
that's,
had my interest for a minute.
So that's on March 14th, 3.14. And we do serve pie. And
Got me back.
we have quiche, which is actually a pie. So we have savory and sweet pie. And then we have a presentation by Marilyn Hart, who is a retired scientist. And she's very excited about pie. And she's got all things pie mathematically to share with the community. So yeah, this will be our second. We had one not last year, but the year prior, and it was really popular. It was a lot of fun, and we got to feed people.
All things pie. Sounds like a hot dish.
I've seen people with T-shirts with that on it with some little clever saying that I can't figure out, but maybe if I attend that, I'll know. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we're
Pretty cool.
excited about it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're always looking to do something interesting and fun and partner with somebody at our campus. In November, we partnered with the North American Indian Coalition. Yeah,
okay.
and we had, I guess November is Native American Month.
Yes, it
And
is.
we had we showed 4 different movies on Native Americans, a docuseries that was really well attended and very interesting.
That one I did it to
Yeah,
Katrina.
yeah. And so we're
Lovely day.
looking to do that, cultural things, just, anything we can do to open our campus. Our campus is open to the public. We do have people who come in and sit in our beautiful commons room, that big open room, and access the Wi-Fi. And some students do their homework in there, and some people from the community to just come and do whatever it is they're doing on their laptop, or maybe they're listening to a podcast with their headphones on, and
Yeah.
just our campus is open to the community, and we love to have community come in there.
Wow. That's important, and it, yeah, helps people in this wonderful community. We talk about that all the time. What a great place that we live. So as far as the is there anything else coming up soon? Construction on the campus. It's small and beautiful. Do you have any plans to expand anything, or right now is it it's good just like it is?
Not at this time,
Okay.
but there are plans in our master facilities plan. So the college has a master facilities plan, and they have to schedule everything years out. And there is plans to expand. We were just gifted another, I think, 28.8 acres from Rio Tinto. And so we have more area to expand. We would like to do some trails that would be open to the public, some interpretive trails. So there's a lot of plans for that, but or a lot of discussion about that, but we don't have anything concrete on the books yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, those what a better place to have a nice little nature trail.
Wouldn't it? Yeah,
there.
Absolutely. Yeah. Nice little parking lot, and just kind of walk
Yeah.
back there and learn a little bit about. We do have a forestry program on the main campus. And so, thinking about ways that we could have some of that, bring that program to Curry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that would be a great place to do labs and things is in that forest.
Right. And we have plenty of that around here.
Yes, we do.
Yeah,
Yes, we
right.
do.
Okay. So, well, anything else out of the ordinary that's coming up, or? I will jump back real quick to our friend Bill Gorham on the tide pool, not demonstration, but talk, if you will. What is that date again? As I forced Jill to go through the notes.
We do this a lot. It's called Stump the Guest.
It's February 12th.
February 12th.
Yeah, that's a Thursday
Okay.
from 1 to 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then so in April, we'll be doing Kelp Beds to Forests by Tom Calvanese. In May, we're doing African Wildlife by Vicki Gorham. And in June, we're doing the Galapagos Wildlife by Dennis Triglia.
Triglia.
Yeah.
Okay,
So that's
I'll
kind of
get it.
gives you a look at what's coming up
Great
for our friends
stuff.
of Curry Campus. Yeah.
You bet, man.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Huh. Well, I tell you, man, it's I think we're honored and to have you come and talk about it, and it's just a great place to have in our community, and covers just all kinds of good stuff that goes on here.
Yeah, we have, this is, I think, probably one of the best jobs that I've had so far. Like, thinking back to, like, my first several months on the job, I had more hugs than I've ever had in my entire life on a job. And it just, the college is such a jewel for this community. Yeah, and I really felt it there, and the partnerships that we have with the community, with the chamber, with the foundation,
Yeah.
people just wanting to come out and use our campus, and we're really excited about that. And I just want to keep that going and build it even stronger.
Yeah. I did notice a big change, again, coming from the Sacramento area, born and raised. There's a lot of good stuff down there, but there was just a whole different climate up here, interacting with people and the businesses, and I really felt that. We have a text. I'm going to have to read a text here.
Okay.
So it says, where does the Curry campus get its water? Ooh, water is a big issue around.
We have city water.
City water.
Yeah, we're not on a city sewer because it doesn't go out there, but we have city water.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's your answer there, Texter. So,
Strange thing to want to know about.
well, yeah, up here, I know one thing I forgot, since I am in California. It's people are from California can obviously take the classes here too.
Absolutely. We don't have an out-of-state fee at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're open.
This community, I live in Smith River, and even Crescent City. I kind of consider it all.
Is that true of the College of the Redwoods too, or would we pay a non-resident fee there?
That one I don't know.
Maybe
I don't know.
Somebody could text us maybe and give us that information.
Well, for you down there, College of the Redwoods.
So just while we're talking here, some of the other things that we do in October, every October, I think it's the second Wednesday in October, the 9th grade class from Brookings Harbor High comes to the college, and I call it a Pathway Exploration Day. So they split up into different groups, and they kind of circle around the campus. And this last year, we had a person broadcast journalism, Lori Gallo Stoddard.
Oh, yeah.
And she
Know
talked,
Lori well.
yeah, she talked to the students about broadcast journalism. We had some people from the Department of Forestry, and they talked about the forestry jobs here and what's involved in there. We also had people from Kelor Life Flight, and the students got to go in the ambulance and take rides on the gurney. And so the whole point of that is to just kind of expose students to what different occupations, so like science or environmental science or broadcast journalism, communication, just as they're starting their high school career, what sort of thing strikes their interest and just kind of help them along. And so that's something we do every October. And it's kind of exciting. I mean, they kind of, there's a lot of them.
Well,
and they swarm in on the campus.
Well, that's awesome to see.
It is awesome.
The kids excited about that.
It is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do have another question that came in via text. It says, does the campus have a library?
So yes, and the library is online. So we can access any book through our Coastline Library system. So I could have books from the library at Coos Bay campus delivered to our local library here or sent. Yeah, and so yes, but not like a physical.
Okay.
So we could access that library through the local library?
Yeah, through your Coastline library.
My next
card.
question was going to be, do you have to be a student so you don't have
You
to
don't.
be a student?
No. If you have a Coastline library card, you can access the books and periodicals.
And that library card is a valuable thing to have. There is so much going on at this library.
They rival us for community ed classes. They're doing their yoga and their art and all kinds of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go there once a month, I think it is, where they have a little spice selection, and you can recipes what to make with that exotic spice. And you also can check out tools and things. I've seen that in the library before.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Oh, that one I didn't know about.
Yeah, like cooking tools.
Okay.
A friend of mine used to use the spiralizer. You put a cucumber in or something, and you turn the handle, and it comes out as a big string.
You could be a master chef.
Yes.
And Jill, now, do you partner with the library once in a while?
We do. Yes, we do. Like for the upcoming writers conference, we're having on Thursday evening from 3 to 5. We're having a reception for the public to come in and meet some of the authors and just kind of learn a little bit more about what the rest of the weekend's going to be like.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And other times we partner in showing movies. One of the things that we're in the process of doing is upgrading the technology at the campus. So we have much bigger screens to show movies and other things on. So, so we're looking at exploring that kind of partnership with them as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because the two presentations that I've been to, it was set up pretty well with all the big screen that they had, and they knew what they were doing, because I sure as heck wouldn't know.
Yeah, so our projectors were kind of old and the pictures were a little bit blurry, and so now we have this huge like life-size TV type monitor, and it's a lot better. People can see in the back; they can see it a lot better.
Okay, now we are kind of running out of time, but this is going to be a big one. But what is your give us some visions for the future of of SWAT campus?
Well, my vision, and you hit on it earlier, would be to have like a multi-trades training center, and looking at how we can partner with the high schools to maybe do something like that, where they can learn a little bit of plumbing and electrical and, construction, some of those things, and which of course would take a new building. So that's like in the next 10 years, I would love to see us have that.
But you people there, you have plans kind of written down for stuff like that? Do you have them that long range?
We do.
Just kind
we
of
do.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
So the college, their facility plan is a 10-year plan, and every
Okay.
5 years we look at it and reevaluate what needs to happen. So we do have that building on the plan, but we don't have anything further
Okay.
other than
right.
it's on the map.
Okay.
Yeah, but no, that would be my vision, because this community really needs those types of programs, those sort of hands-on programs. And I know in high school it's harder and harder because they're expensive programs. It's harder and harder to offer those. So I think between the high schools and the college and adult training, I think that we could really make a go of it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, in the last, what have we got? About 3 minutes left. Yeah. Let's talk about your staff again. I know you said it. You guys sound like just you're a tight team, and run it all together. And every Friday you have your meeting, you say, to kind of what'd you call it?
A huddle.
Huddle.
Every Friday afternoon we have our huddle. We sit in the big open room, and we sit in our comfy chairs, and we talk about the week that just happened. We talk about the week that's coming up. We talk about who wants to take a vacation. We talk about who just went on vacation. We just talk about all kinds of things. It's how we do our coordination, and it really brings us together. So I operate the campus a little bit like a site council, where I really take a lot of direction and instruction from the staff, because they've been there longer, they know the community, and together we just really we get a lot done together. We do.
Yeah.
With just the 5 of us. We make a lot of magic happen.
Wow.
And it's all them, not me.
Well, again, if you have a group that you all get along and you're all friends, basically,
Yeah.
it probably makes your job a lot easier,
Absolutely.
as their jobs, their jobs also.
And they are just such professionals. Everyone who comes to the campus just comments on how wonderful they are. And it's just true.
Okay. Well, that's
If I can get in one more word
Please.
about our limited edition T-shirts, they're going to run out fast, so
great.
pop on in and pick one up. They're only $20.
Marketing for our teachers. All right, Jill, thank you very much.
Well, thank you for having me.
Velde, Dean at SWAC. And we're about ready to go off the air. And we talked earlier, Jill, you're welcome back anytime. And you said you would like to come back when you...
Absolutely. Yeah. There's lots to share with this community. Yeah.
Okay.
Lots to share.
All right, Jill, thanks again for
Thank you.
being here at KCIW LP 100.7 FM in Brookings, Oregon.